Williams. I'm Managing Director of Countrystyle Foods. It's a small family-owned business in South Kilkenny, just outside Waterford City, but it does make a big difference from the hurling point of view. Countrystyle Foods was set up in 1985 by my father in the teeth of the last recession, really as a way to provide employment for himself and the team of people that had left Clover Meats when that went into receivership back in December '84. And I joined the company back in 1998 when I moved back from Glanbia. Well, Countrystyle is a pork and bacon sales and distribution business in the southeast of Ireland, covering basically from Wexford Town through to Youghal, Youghal to Thurles, Thurles to Kilkenny, Kilkenny through to Gorey, that kind of a 7-county footprint in the southeast. We sell a range of sausages, rashers, puddings, cooked meats from our own manufacturing operation through our own sales vehicles, and then through central distribution systems through Tesco, Dunn's and SuperValu. And we also have a whole range of products that go into food service environments as well. But that's essentially what Countrystyle is. I think it's more important to always focus on who Countrystyle is. And Countrystyle is essentially a group of focused people, a team and a family essentially, that work together to provide service. And to me, in the end of the day, service will always differentiate over everything else. You can be as cheap as you want to be, but if you're not there with the product when people want it, with the quality that the people want, then you won't be there too long. And essentially, since I've come back to Countrystyle, I've always had the view that the people are as important as the product. Customers and the team that we work together with me. And I always like to think that you try and go that extra mile or that little extra bit of service for your customers. In the long run, that's what will insulate us from the worst of the recession and help us maintain sales. But a couple of years back there, Mike Gaffney and Leap came with us, and he was an interesting man. When I met him first, he came with me with the tagline, "Rory, are you always spending too much time on things? Do you wish you had more time?" So I said, this man I had to meet. And I remember when Mike came to me, I said to him, "Right, Mike, you're telling me you can make double time, that you're godlike, you can stretch time to infinity." I said, "No, I can't," he said. "But what we can do is focus on where you shouldn't be spending your time versus where you should be spending your time." And that was about 2008 or so. And since then, we've worked with Mike and John and the rest of the partners in Leap on 1 or 2 leadership programs, both for myself and my own management team. I found them useful, I found them good, provoking by times, and sometimes you get questions or answers to questions you haven't asked, or questions that you mightn't have answers for. But all the time what I found is that Leap will always focus, as I said before, on the people, not necessarily the problem, and they'll try and come across to the reasons things happen. And that's what interests me. Why do people do what they do? And how do you inculcate a culture of change? And for me, I think Leap are helping me drive answers to those questions, which in the long run, change is endemic, you're always going to face it. So what you're hoping to do is try and ameliorate the effects of change on your business, or learn to live with it.